channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa. Today we are doing a really kind of like cozy and feel-good video, and I'm going to show you how I self-care Sunday, and it's going to be kind of like an at-home spa routine. So this is something that I try to do every weekend. I don't necessarily do it every weekend. It involves waxing at home, which because of quarantine and COVID, I've had to learn how to do, and I'm going to show you that because I talked about it on my Instagram stories and people were really interested, so I'm like, I guess I'll show you. I'm not going to show you like the whole thing, but I'll show you how I wax my armpits. And I'm also going to be doing like a face mask and making my matcha and doing my toenails, doing my morning skincare routine. And it's really just like a relaxing morning routine that I like to do on Sundays. And all of the products, as always, will be linked down in the description box if you want to follow along. So I hope you are ready to learn how to do an at-home spa day for yourself and give yourself a little bit of extra love because you deserve it. And let's just hop into it. All right, so the wax that I bought is just a standard like hot wax that I bought on Amazon. It's a brand called Vida Sleek. It just had good reviews, and essentially you pop it into the microwave for like 45 seconds. It melts, and then I just like to stir it together so that it cools down a little bit. And then you're basically just ready to wax. So what I do first is put a little bit of starch on my underarms. This is like, sometimes they do baby powder at spas, but I do starch and it just kind of clings to the hair and it just helps it get removed more easily from the wax. So I'll do that, and I'm just using arrowroot starch. From there, I use the little sticks that come with the wax container, and I put it directly onto my underarms, and I go in the direction that the hair is growing. So in this case, the hair right now is like growing kind of up towards my face. So put the wax that way. And then I just use those papers that come with the container too. I push it directly onto the wax, kind of like really use my hands to like really kind of dig it in there, I guess. And then I hold my skin tight as possible with my other hand, and I rip away from the wax, so the opposite direction that the hair is growing. And I've been waxing my armpits for probably 4 or 5 years now, so I don't really have a lot of hair under there, and the hair that does grow is very fine, so this really does not hurt me at all. Maybe if you're not used to waxing, it might hurt like the first few times, but you get really used to it and it's really not a painful thing. I actually find that waxing at home is less painful than them doing it at the spa. And I just repeat until I've gotten rid of all the hair. It's like 3 swipes usually of the wax, and I repeat on the other armpit. And then that's it. I remove any excess wax with oil, coconut oil, olive oil, and then I just hop in the shower and shower. After my shower, I like to put my hair up, put on my bathrobe, and then I get my face mask going. So I've talked about this on Instagram. I don't know if I've mentioned it here on the channel before, but the mask that I am absolutely loving right now is from Coco Kind. It's a sea kale clay mask, and it's really nourishing. It's detoxifying, but it isn't too intense, meaning like it doesn't dry out and it doesn't dry to this way that you like can't move your face at all. I just find that it's like gentle, it's exfoliating. I think that it really helps with my pores, and it's definitely also helped with like my acne. So I really, really, really love this mask. I do it at least once a week. I usually do it 2 to 3 times a week, and it smells amazing. It's non-toxic, and this is just a great brand in general. You'll see some other products of theirs in my skincare routine, but essentially I just do a thin layer all over my face, and then I wash off my hands and I let it dry. I then make my way into the kitchen and I start making my matcha. So I heat up my water to 180 degrees. You guys know how to make my matcha already. I've literally showed you how to do this like a million times, but I use my blender and I just put all of my matcha ingredients directly into my blender, which includes my favorite Poto matcha, best matcha I've ever found. I also do my monk fruit extract for a little bit of sweetness, my pumpkin pie spice, and then I do a little bit of coconut butter, which adds a really nice creaminess, and it just makes it like frothy and delicious. I love it. You could also do almond milk if you don't like coconut butter. Then I'll just add my water directly into the blender, and I didn't have enough water here, but 3 cups is what fits into my purple mug. So I blend it up until it is smooth and creamy, get my purple mug and pour my matcha into my mug and head into the living room to do a little bit of reading. So I have a Kindle. I love my Kindle. I have like so many books on it. I actually share it with a bunch of family members, and so we all just share books, and I just find that it's the easiest way for me to read a bunch of books. I think so far this year I've read like 14 books, maybe even more, and I really like to read a little bit on the weekends. It just is so relaxing. It's really calming, and it's a little bit more, I guess, educational than TV. So I drank my matcha and I read a few chapters of my book. And at this time, my mask was like probably on for a good like 15-20 minutes. I honestly sometimes leave this mask on for like over an hour at a time, which I find is fine. Once I'm done with my matcha, I decided to paint my toenails. I just feel like this is something that is also a great little thing to do for self-care. And this brand actually is Sally Hansen. I'm sure you've heard of Sally Hansen, but they did come out with a plant-based, non-toxic, vegan and cruelty-free everything line of color. They sent this to me a couple months ago, and this is like a sparkly pink color, which I really like. So I just painted my toenails, and definitely not as good as getting them done at the nail salon, but whatever. They looked presentable, I suppose. And then post toenails, while they're drying, I washed off my face and did my morning skincare routine. So I've shared my morning skincare routine with you on the channel before, but it changes slightly based on the season. So right now it's summer while I'm filming this, and I've cut out some of the products just because I find that my skin doesn't need quite as much hydration in the summer because I'm sweating more, I'm producing more oil. And so I cut back on my super hydrating products and just kind of do a very simple skincare routine. So for me, that involves my first step, which is my rose water toner. I do a few spritzes of that. Then I do 1 to 2 drops of the Cocoa Kind vitamin C serum. I then follow that up with a little bit of the Osea Atmosphere Protection Cream, which is a really light daily moisturizer. I usually actually use this day and night. And then I finally finished things off with my SPF 30 serum. You guys have seen me use this for years and years. I love it. It's so light. And I think that SPF is like one of the most important things that you can do for your skin and for anti-aging. I wear it every single day, regardless of the weather. So that is my simple skincare routine. And then I just hop into my bedroom and I change and I'm ready for the day. And that's pretty much it. That is my at-home spa routine. This, like I said, is something that I try to do every single weekend, but doesn't necessarily happen exactly like this every weekend. But I do, at the very minimum, like to wax my armpits weekly, do my face mask every Sunday, and do my morning skincare routine. And also just like try to chill and read a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more videos like this, let me know if there is anything that I can make for you. All of the products that I mentioned are down in the description box, so you'll be able to find those and buy them if you would like to. I can't recommend the face mask enough. I use that 2 to 3 times a week and I absolutely love it. It is so good. So please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I will link all of my other natural beauty and wellness routines down in the description box as well, because I've shared a few other videos like that. And if you are not yet part of our community here on YouTube, you can tap the red subscribe button. That will subscribe you and you'll be able to get notifications if you click the bell and see more videos like this. So thanks again for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.